Copter. Hey brother. Alright, here's a quick review of a lot of the foundational stuff we've covered over the last couple of years that you want to retain no matter what. The first and probably the most important is just your 2-octave static minor pentatonic. Now if you had the passing tone on the A and the G string, you get the minor blues scale. Okay. Now you noticed that you could easily add the active portion of this to extend it a little bit. And I taught you this little static box. You can work your way back down. But you can also do a double octave of the active scale by, rather than starting on your first finger in the strong position, start on your third finger in the weak position and make the first octave of the scale active as well. That's a 2-octave minor scale with the active. Now you want to be able to do some things with the major scale. Those are the main things you want to know how to do with the minor. So all this will be repeated in at least the keys of A and E. And then hopefully the other natural notes, especially the ones that are very important, which are G at the 3rd fret, C at the 8th fret, and D at the 10th fret. You want to take your static scale and you want to start by just flipping it over and starting on your pinky. And that automatically produces a major pentatonic instead. You can add the same 2 passing tones and you'll get a twangier version of the major scale called a major blues. Now you can add the same extended passage or active passage to that. It'll start on your first finger, slide on 2. And finally, the strong position active scales are awesome in the major. So think about an A major chord here and then just start with your first finger. Okay, you could also start from a D chord, which would start you on the 5th string. Slide on 2 here. Those major scales are very, very convenient and awesome to solo with as well. And we talked about one minor key exercise called the blue finger, where you flatten your first finger, get a little angle in your hand instead of parallel with the strings, really kind of angle it. And then you want to play just descending blues scales like this. Using that kind of stretchy blues fingering, 1, 3, and 2. Just move down a whole step, do in D. Trying to kind of keep your fingers real close to the fretboard, almost kind of glued down. C. B's not that important, but I'll do it anyway. You keep working your way down, the stretch should get more difficult. Use the same fingering so that you're really stretching your hand. Even F, which is the stretchiest. And then at the end of that, you get to E. The other thing that we talked about, a 2-octave E minor pentatonic, the easiest way to think about it is open 3, open 2, open 2, open 2, open 3, open 3. It's the easiest bird's eye view of the key. And it's good to pull off like that. The blue note would be added to the A string and G string, just like all the other patterns, except there's a lot of open strings now. Coming down your blue finger, that's the same scale. Here's G, F, E. Now we have the low octave too. Okay, so that's a review of all the scales you need. And then the key stuff, as you said, I've beaten to your head. 1, 4, 5, your 3 major chords. 2, 3, and 6 are your 3 minor chords. Some combination of those 6 make a lot of pop songs. many pop songs. Now we talked about the rock boxes. So beyond just the 1-4-5 box, you have a box that goes flat 7-4-1, which has a little more aggressive sound. And you have a third rock box, which goes flat 3-4-1. It's more like the hard rock box. Combine them. 1-4-5 box sounds kind of the prettiest. And finally, minor keys. The 2 points to retain indefinitely are 1, 4, 5, all minor. It's the first thing you can think about. And then the descending progression, which is minor, major, major. One step further gets you to the 5-chord major. So minor, major, major, major. Those are your minor key tricks. And I think that's all, bro. All right, we'll see you soon.